on our social life, one of the biggest receivers, the biggest names in all of sports, Odell Beckham, he chimed in yesterday about the Rams. LA knows where I wanted to be, but they didn't offer me anything. So I don't know what people want me to do. I definitely know my worth, and what the offer was isn't reflective of that. So it's tough to say that I can come on back, even though I thought I finally found that home. Yo, I was shocked, Joy, when I heard this. Like, shocked. I thought Odell Beckham, we all respected him as a person, love him as a player. Clearly, the Rams would see his value. He was the most integral part of that team offensively outside of Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Yeah. But then I started thinking of that. Business is business, is strictly financial. Business. And what it comes down to is, no matter how much they love you, Odell, they don't love you enough to pay you what you think you're worth, because they're looking at those 2 ACL tears in roughly 18 months. Where you stand on it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was going to be there for sure. If I was Odell, I would be trying to stay here. But if he still wants to make more money, which is obviously his prerogative to do, this is what he does for a living, we're all trying to make more money, then I totally understand him not taking the deal. There are some benefits to being in Los Angeles.
All day.
So, you have to weigh that when you're considering these kinds of things. But that means the offer must have really been not what he was trying to hear.
I want to tell the Cowboys to call him, but if the Rams don't want to pay him what he's worth, I know the Cowboys aren't going to.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what he's saying, right? And that's the player speaking. I've been there. Why not give him my money? But you have a second ACL injury going for a year, right? It's like, what we going to pay you? What type of number are you going to pay you?
9th-year veteran with 2 ACL tears.
Yeah, and he had a couple good games coming, but it's like as a business part of it, the NFL is a cutthroat business. Like, are we kidding me?
Is.
So I wasn't surprised when I heard the news, because why would they pay you off the injury?
I'm right there with you. Well, from one receiver to another, Davante Adams been charged with misdemeanor assault. In case you missed it, he shoved a credentialed photographer after the loss on Monday night with the whole world watching. Now, according to court records, Adam was cited for an intentional, overt act that inflicted, quote, bodily injury. Shady, we've had several off-the-record conversations about this. Please keep sipping your tea. Dave, I want to come to you first. Are you okay with Davante Adams being charged for the shove?
I'm okay with it, but let me. I knew that was going to happen.
You okay with it?
I knew that was going to happen.
My God.
Let me speak my piece so that we can try to maintain a friendship, Shady. I am okay with it. But here's the thing, guys. Assault is a really scary word. If you look at it, it's misdemeanor assault. The charge is a $250 to $1,000 fine, or up to 180 days in jail. If Davante Adams serves an hour in jail, I will eat my shoe right here live on TV. That is not going to happen. And if for some insane reason it does, I will completely walk back everything I'm saying right now. I got no problem admitting that. He's not going to go to jail, Shady. He did shove a guy who was doing his job at his place of work unnecessarily. And before you come at me, yes, there are all kinds of people on the sideline. There's all kinds of people in your personal space. I've never seen this happen. And I promise you, this wasn't the first photographer that's gotten too close to a player. So that tells me that this could have been avoided. Do I really think he needs to be charged with misdemeanor assault? Not really. Okay. But I'm sure this guy has an end game, and this is part of that end game. It's nasty business, but it is what it is. And this all could have been avoided if you don't put your hands on a guy who's just trying to do his job. So yes, I'm okay with it. I'm not saying to throw the guy in jail, but I'm also not going to sit here and act like it's the worst thing in the world.
Well, first of all, when I first got to this set with Speak, our first dinner, I realized that these guys are innocent. They never do nothing wrong. And me and Joy are the bad guys. So you don't have a problem with him getting charged. Is that what you said? I just want to make it clear before I give you my thoughts.
Sure.
Have you ever been to jail?
No.
Okay.
And neither is he. He's not going to go to jail.
I'll just say that. I've never been to jail either, but you say you've never been to jail?
Davante Adams is not going to go to jail. It's not going to happen.
Listen, I'll say this. Was he wrong for pushing the guy? Yes, dead wrong. Should he get charged, go to jail, get sued? Like, come on. Seriously, Dave, you're scaring me, brother.
Like I said,
you're scaring me, brother.
This is like
I won't even sit next to you.
For better or for worse, this is the world we live in. You put hands on somebody at work while they're trying to do your job. This is the type of stuff that can happen.
Should Davante Adams? Are you okay with him being charged?
No. This was let me be very clear. He should not have put his hands on this guy. It was an avoidable situation. This isn't a rampant problem around the NFL, to your point. I've never even seen this before. I've seen players, push a camera out of their face or something like that, which I actually don't have a problem with, because if you're pushing a camera in my face, I might just swing and move it. But putting actual hands on a person that walks in front of you, you should not do this. You should not do it. It shouldn't have happened. That's why he apologized immediately and then apologized again on social media. It was a reactionary moment out of anger. Are there consequences to actions? Yes, absolutely.
Sure.
No, he might not go to jail. But him being charged with assault with the implication that he might go to jail for this, I feel is extreme. I don't believe he will go to jail either. But the fact that that's even on the table for this is my issue with it. And it's not particularly an attacker directed at the guy who was pushed, because he didn't ask for that. It's not like he antagonized the situation or intended for it. He wasn't watching where he was walking, and Davante was coming off the field. After a bad loss, he got pushed. Davante is, by all accounts, a good guy. Three-time stand-up guy.
Right.
You know what that means? It means the reporters vote you a stand-up guy. You also answer questions. You're very cooperative with the media.
Kissing babies.
He's not had any other issues. Correct. This is the type of stuff that makes good guys into bad guys. Once a good girl's gone bad, she's what?
Gone forever. That's a Jay-Z verse, by the way.
That is how I'm looking at it from my perspective of me, Joy Taylor, as a human being. I have the capacity to react in anger physically. I can say that because I've done that before. So I would hope that my reputation would speak for me if I happen to make a mistake like this.
Great point.
I don't plan on making mistakes like this. I avoid putting hands on people every day. Trust me. So this is an avoidable situation. But I would hope that my reputation would precede me. I would hope if I apologize, people would give me grace. And to me, sometimes in these situations where people don't get grace in some capacity, then it's like, what's the purpose of me going the extra mile for people? What's the purpose of me being a nice guy if I don't feel like being a nice guy today? Actually, I won't be a nice guy. Believe it or not, I used to be a very sweet girl.
Not.
I think Joyce.
A long time ago.
It was whatever that's worth.
It was decades ago. All I'm saying is he was wrong. He shouldn't have done it. But the idea that he is now being charged with assault, to me, is very extreme.
Let's call everything what it is. I don't know the guy that charged him. I would go out and to say it's a money grab. I would. Call it what it is. I'd go out and say it's a money grab.
I agree with that.
I'm going to come out and say it. I don't know if anybody else want to say it. I'm going to say it. I think the guy's after some money. I'm also going to say completely unacceptable what Davante Adams did.
I agree.
No place for it. And if I was a guy and I'm probably making $100,000 or under, and Davante Adams is making $141 million, I'm going to try to grab me some money too. So I will also say that. I also got to say, I don't think sorry is enough. I don't think a sorry can compensate for the, more than anything, embarrassment that the guy went through. Like, okay, cool, you push me on the ground, you say sorry, it's all good. No. Your intent to push me was disrespectful beyond what your sorry can atone for. So I don't think that the sorry really atones for the push. Where I'm at with it all is, Davante, if he wanted to avoid it, he could have avoided it. And where I'm at with good guys, bad guys, all these things, unfortunately in society, like, you are what you do. If I'm like, hey, Shady, man, I'm a great dude, but I lied to you, you'd be like, you know what, Acho, you're a liar. Hey, I'm showing up on time.
One time?
No.
Okay.
But eventually, like, if it scarred you enough, you would change how you perceive me if it scarred you enough. You're shaking your head.
Because like she talked about, like, trying to be a good person, but then if you fall short and you make a mistake, we talked about he's a 3-time
stand-up guy.
Stand-up guy. One time he pushed a guy. He made a mistake. He was frustrated.
Yeah, that's my point.
Is he a bad guy now?
Can your character not speak for you?
Oh, my God.
That an apology is not enough? If this is something he's habitually doing, if he's constantly getting in trouble, if his reputation, he's rude with the media, or he's getting in trouble off the field, okay. But by all accounts, that's not the situation. So that's why I'm saying an apology should be enough.
No.
Because if you make one mistake, how far am I supposed to take?
I guess it comes down to this. An apology should be good enough for us for sitting at the desk, sure. But if somebody pushes me outside of Gelston's, a grocery store, and sends me to the ground, and they say sorry, That's not enough.
That's not the situation.
Okay, let's talk about the situation. If I am at work doing my job and I'm crossing the tunnel and I don't see him and he sees me and pushes me and I go to the ground while I'm holding my equipment, him saying sorry is not enough.
The guy did not do anything to cause this.
Correct.
The guy is not wrong for whatever he's doing in reaction to this. I'm speaking about me, myself. And I can also speak to being a broke person and not suing someone that I should have sued for a lot of money and might not be sitting here with y'all.
Whoa.
So I can say I don't react that way. I don't need
Joey,
to take
let
some
him know.
money because I've been wrong. There's other ways to handle it. Now, you asked me now if I should have done it. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. But I did it, and I feel okay with the decision not to do it.
You're doing good.
Okay?
Yeah, right.
So that doesn't make you for not suing people. There are situations where you should sue people. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying here is him extending his arms, which is what he did. He didn't go look for this guy. I want to push someone. You're the one. He walked right across his face. He pushed him out of the way. He shouldn't have put his hands on him. Now he's being charged with assault. I don't feel comfortable with Davante Adams being charged with assault. That's what I feel. He was wrong for what he did, 100%. I do not feel he should be charged with assault. I don't feel that's right.
It's a hard thing to articulate, like, on TV, I guess. But, like, I don't disagree with you at all. I just think in a situation like this, and, like, for right or for wrong, like, especially with the amount of money involved, this is where it goes. This is, like, there does have to be some sort of recourse. I would absolutely prefer that Davante Adams not be charged with assault. I don't really think it's necessary. But at the same time, like, again, like I've said that before about, we're going to talk about Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. Like, you are no longer in control once you do something like that. You're no longer in control of where it goes.
I also think those are two completely
No, they are. They are. I didn't mean to.
Have you been to
like
jail?
them. No, I have not.
Okay.
Have you been inside of jail?
Like, just period? Yes. But, like, not, like, on the other
Why do
side
you
of
keep
the
asking
door.
this question? I'm curious.
Don't send him there because he wants to send him there.
I'm not.
He wants to send him there.
Like, that's not
Dave
cool.
doesn't-
That's
Dave-
not a cool,
Dave doesn't want to send him to
That
jail.
is not what I want.
But that is the idea that he could potentially do it, even if he absolutely won't,
Like,
which we know he won't. The idea that he would go to jail for this, not feel.
No,
I
that
don't
does
feel
not,
comfortable
like,
with
that doesn't sit right with me either. But again, I just view this.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
I assume
that's what it comes down to. You play-
So it doesn't matter how much your character. Like, this is what I'm saying. How much does your character count for anything? Because if me, I'm not a really, like, sunshiny person. I'm usually in a bad mood. That's where I operate at. And then if you do something that brings me in a good mood, great. But I operate at this base level, right?
Yes.
So if it's incentivized me to be sunshiny, to come in with the sunshine on my face every day and make everybody else feel better, and then this is how I get treated when my character comes into question immediately, what's the incentive? I might as well just be me.
The incentive is just don't push somebody, but we'll talk more about it because we got to go. Coming up, Cowboys, Eagles, NFC East rivals. This is going to be a great game.